Maseches Sotah Daf Chav Beis. In the Sugya Daf Chav Aleph and Beis, the Gemara discusses what's the case of a Chassid Shaita. And the Gemara says a Chassid Shaita is someone that sees a Isha that's drowning in the river, and he says his love Oyrech to go and save her. And the Mincha Chareva asks a strong Ha'ara, what's the halacha if someone could save the Isha but knows that with saving the Isha is going to come to hear Aveira? The Chayri is not allowed to save the Isha because a hero of Gile Arayis has a halacha of Zrayu Arayis, and the Zrayu Arayis is Yarg Val Yavor, and therefore he shouldn't be allowed to save the Isha if he's going to come to a hero of Aveira. Einer Moshe Tshuvis that has a tremendous arichas, and he proves the two different Gedorim. There's one halacha of Kravis of Arayis, and that has a status of Avizrayu Arayis, and there's another halacha of Hira Aveiro of Nishmartim. You can't be Maharid, Shem Yovu Teitum Belilas Mvu in the Mora in Ksubis Daf Benvov. And Moshe says that's Mvu in our Sugya, the Korchoch, when you don't do a Maisa, Derech Taivo, it doesn't have a status of Kravis of Arayis Bechlal, and it's only included in the Issa of Hero, and the Issa of Hero doesn't have a status of Azrael Arayis, and therefore, even if you come with the hero, nevertheless, you mechuyev to save the Isha, and even though you'll touch her and you'll hold her strong to be able to save her, and even touching a Isha's mutter, since it's not derech taiva va'ayin shamoit. Moving further on, the Gemara says you learn out kibbutz schar from the Almana. That the Almana went to a faraway base of Medrash to daven, and she explained the reason why she goes far away is because of schar psias. It's tzorchi in that fact that the Gemara stresses kibbutz schar mi almona. It's mashma that she went to mekabel schar. And she said she went to faraway base medrash to mekabel schar, and tzorchi and godel because the klal is altia kavodim amashamshin as a rav almanas the kabel pras. We don't do avoid almanas the kabel pras. So the could bring a raya from this Gemara. The tremendous Yisod of Mashal that we brought in the Shum, the Elon Daf Yidalit, and Mashal says that the Altir Kavodim Amshamsim as the Rav Amnas the Kabul Pras is specifically on a mitzvah that you're mechuyev to do. Only if there's a tzivoy, so therefore you can't do the tzivoy Almanas the Kabul Pras. However, over here, the Almana went to a further base medrash that she wasn't mechuyev to go for the schar psias to go further away, so therefore she could do this added schar psias almanas the kabel pras. Another order on the sugya Ein Maral in Pirkei Avos that says that tzorchin you don't find schar psias by other mitzvahs, by Ntilas Lulav, or other mitzvahs, and he says specifically by Torah and Tefillah, since the mitzvah of Torah is to learn from a Rav, and the mitzvah of Tefillah is to daven in Beis HaKnesset, so therefore the halicha is a chelik and is intrinsic part of the actual Torah Tefillah, so therefore you get schar psias even if you didn't daven and you didn't learn. There is a schar psias. However, by other mitzvahs, the halich is not a chelik of the mitzvah va'ayin sham. The Chayrim ask a tremendous kasha on the sugya. How does it pass that this Almona went to further base medrash to daven? When you say it's Bechlal Ein Mavirin Ala Mitzvahs, Ein Mogen Avram, and Simon Tzadi that brings this halacha l'maisa that if you have a further Beis HaKnesses in your city, you should go to the further Beis HaKnesses, and Tzorchi and Godel halacha is Ein Mavirin Ala Mitzvahs. Says many mahalchim that claim to enter this kasha. There are numerous mahalchim that are madcha that specifically over here there wasn't a concern. I understand that brings from the Sefer Beis Ovid that says that specifically the Almana, since she's a lady, she's not mechuyev in Tefillah b'tzibur, so therefore she was allowed to go to the further Beis HaKnesses that wasn't included in Mavir and Ala Mitzvahs. And the Steichemet brings another mahalach that she didn't pass the other shul, she went around to the other way that didn't have a shul in front of her. And Rebbe Yashiv in his Aris says a third teretz that she went when there wasn't the Zman of Tefillah in the first Beis Knesset, but if it was the Zman Tefillah in the first Beis Knesset, then it would be a Chasorin of Mavir and Ala Mitzvahs. Ein Shuvas Har Tzvi, that says a fourth teretz, that specifically when you over a mitzvah that's muchan lefonov, it's included in Mavir and Ala Mitzvahs. However, if it's not muchan in front of you, it's not included in Mavir and Ala Mitzvahs. So therefore, since you have to go into the Beis Knesset and get ready to daven, therefore passing by the outside of Beis Knesset is not included in Mavir and Ala Mitzvahs. According to this pshat, when you go into a shul, you can't leave the shul because it's included in Mavir and Al Mitzvahs. And many Achorim ask on this Har Tzvi because it's Mavur, that even if it's not much in the front of a passed halacha of a Mavir and Al Mitzvahs. The Stei Chemed, because another Mahalach to answer this kasha, that since she went from Beis HaKnesses to Beis HaMedrash, and the Beis HaMedrash, it's Mavur, in the Sugim Brachas Tafches, that the Kedusha is greater than the Tfilas and the Skabel more in the Beis HaMedrash. The people learned in the Beis HaKnesses, so therefore there's a mile in her going to further Beis HaMedrash, so therefore it doesn't pertain to the halacha of Ein Mavir and Ala Mitzvahs. The Chidah, in Pesach Einayim, says the teretz this kasha that since it's mavur shumas hadeshen, then in a situation that you want to wait to do a mitzvah behiddur, like you want to wait for kiddush levana until Motzei Shabbos because there's a hiddur in saying kiddush levana Motzei Shabbos, it is therefore it's not considered mavur and ala mitzvah since you're waiting to mahadar a mitzvah. So what did over here? Since this almana is going to further Beis HaMedrash because of Schar Psias, which is a mile in the mitzvah, that since she's going to further Beis HaMedrash is a mile of Schar Psias and the further place to daven, so therefore it's a hiddur mitzvah to go further away, so therefore since there's a hiddur mitzvah in passing by the other mitzvah, it's not a chasorin of ein mavir and ala mitzvahs. So it's a tremendous chiddush in this chidah that Schar Psias is not only a mile in the gavra to go to the further place to daven, rather it's a hiddur in the guf ha-mitzvah. Ein Rebel Yashiv and there's oris to ask if that's the case, then who would make tzir soimer? There should be a mile to go to a further away field because of Schar Psias. But according to the Maral that we mentioned before, it's Miyoshev Heitiv because Schar Psias is specifically to go from Mokum Torah and Tefillah. Another Mahalach to answer this question before the Chidah and Pesach Einayim, that over here, since the Tefillah B'tzibur is not going to be nespatel in the Beis HaKnesses that's closer to one's house, and they'll have a minyan without you, so therefore it's not a chasorin of mavir and ala mitzvahs, specifically in that's mavur in the Gemara in Menachos, that you're passing the Ktsiras Oim in this field, and the Ktsiras Oim will not be neskayim in the closer field, therefore it's considered mavir and ala mitzvahs. However, since Tefillah B'tzibur will be in the sky in the closer Beis HaKnesses, it's not included in Mavir and Ala Mitzvahs. This Chidot Mavur tremendous Yesoid Ayin Neshurim. In Yom Daf Nun Ches, there were tremendous Chakira that we wrote about in Sefer Oil Yesocha from Chaburas Dirshu and Ayin Chayz and Cheskel. And Shura Michal declared tremendous Yesoid in the Gedda Mavir and Ala Mitzvahs. If the halacha is mitzad the Gavra, that the Gavra pass by a mitzvah, or it's halacha in the Cheftza of the mitzvah, that the din of the Cheftza, the mitzvah is mechayev, that you can't pass it by. So the Mavur in the Chidah, that's halacha in the Cheftza of the mitzvah, and since there will be a tefillah even without you coming into the Beis HaKnesses, so therefore it doesn't pertain to halacha of ein mavir and ala mitzvahs. Ein Shuvas Har Tzvi, that says another teretz to answer this kasha. He says in Vur and Toisus and Menachos Daf Samach Daled and Toisus other places that by one mitzvah doesn't pertain to halacha of ein mavir and ala mitzvahs. And therefore, by Shvicha Shirayim Keneged the Yesoid, you don't go to the closer Yesoid because of ein mavir and ala mitzvahs, because it's all one mitzvah, and it's tzorchian on the fact that it's mavur b'ktziras ha'omer, even though it's all one mitzvah, passes ein mavir and ala mitzvahs, and the Har Tzvi brings in the Sefer Tairis HaKodesh that says the answer is the Bektsiris Oime Yamaver on the Cheftza that's right to do a mitzvah, and the mitzvah won't be in the sky. With this Tfuon, this field Bechlal, so therefore pertains aloha of Ein Avir and Ala mitzvahs. However, by Shirayim, not passing over a Cheftza mitzvah Bechlal, the whole discussion is where to Mekayim, the Mokum of the Shvicha Shirayim, and the Ikka mitzvah is the same mitzvah if it's this corner or that corner, so therefore it doesn't pass the halacha of Ein Avir and Ala mitzvahs Bechlal. And the Hartzvi says that to daven in a different shul is the same mitzvah. You're just doing the mitzvah in a different place, and the ikka mitzvah is to be sheifich, nafshu, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The fact that you're doing the tefillah in the second place is not considered mavir in alla mitzvahs. So the mavur from this mahalach as well, that there's two different nekudas in a mavir in alla mitzvahs. And over here, since they're both one mitzvah, therefore the whole halacha is yamava and the cheftz of a mitzvah, and not mitzvah that the garv is passing by a mitzvah, because they'll do the same mitzvah in a different place. So therefore, it doesn't pertain by Shvicha Shirayim and Tefillah, because they'll do the Tefillah in the second place. There's no cheftza you're passing over. Ayin oid. Now, we said a different mahalach for ayin shamoid.